Welcome to News Video Clip. As we all know, Elon Musk has a godlike ego. Well, he's taken it a step further. Elon Musk is actually comparing his company Neuralink to Jesus Christ. Neuralink is going to charge people to restore their sight. Uh, Funny, but I don't seem to recall Jesus ever charging anybody to restore their sight when he healed the blind people in the Bible. Anyways, Market Watch reports that during a virtual speech to the Samsung International Smart Mobility Summit in Israel, Elon Musk said restoring control of people who are tetraplegics and restoring sight, I think, are pretty big deals. They're sort of what I might call Jesus level technologies. Wow, talk about an ego gone amok. Musk also said that Tesla will have autonomous vehicles. These are cars without drivers behind the wheel, operating in widespread capacity by the end of 2026. Now, of course, Musk has made this promise many times before in 2025 and also in 2024. It never happened. So obviously, he's a massive liar. All righty, let's turn to another massive liar. That would be President Donald Trump. He was interviewed today out by the construction area of his $1 billion ballroom that nobody wants. And he falsely claimed that the United States has the cheapest prescription medications.
I think it's maybe other than medical itself, like a cure. I think it's the biggest thing to happen in healthcare ever, maybe. I brought the prices. We paid the highest price in the world. Now we're paying, as of now, we're paying the lowest price in the world. Prices of drugs have gone down 70, 80, 90%. For 28 years, they never.
Okay. Anybody with a functioning brainstem knows that prices have not dropped 70, 80, 90% for prescription drugs. Last time you went to a pharmacy, they didn't cut the price of your drugs by 70, 80, 90%. He's absolutely lying to you. But of course, MAGA doesn't care. They'll drink whatever Kool-Aid he pours. They are so desperate to own the libs, they're willing to pay actually the most money for prescription medications in the world because they love being screwed by Daddy Trump. All right, here's Trump's Vice President, J.D. Vance, today, and he got caught in one of his famous lies. J.D. Vance used to say that the January 6 rioters who attacked police should go to prison. But now he's saying that they should be eligible for some of that $1 billion slush fund that the Trump Department of Justice set up. We reported on that yesterday. So here's CNN's Caitlin Collins nailing J.D. Vance with his lying contradiction.
That anyone who assaulted a police officer on January 6th should go to prison. So why not rule out giving them taxpayer-funded money?
Well, Caitlin, what I said is we're going to look at everything case by case.
But why rule it out?
Because, Caitlin, there are people who I don't know their individual circumstances, and I don't rule things out categorically when I know nothing about a person's individual circumstances. Let's say a person is accused, let's say hypothetically, a person is accused of doing something that they never actually did, that they got a kangaroo court, that they had a judge who mistreated them. I think that we should look at those things case by case. We're not.
Okay, as you see, he got nailed. He got cornered by Caitlin Collins, who's really not that tough of a reporter. So he quickly runs to, let's create a hypothetical, which doesn't exist. None of the January 6 rioters got stuck in a kangaroo court. None of that happened. He's simply manufacturing this imaginary scenario out of thin air because he's going to go along with Trump and give some of those thugs money for attacking the U.S. Capitol. Oh, and by the way, J.D. Vance is going to be running for president in 2028. Here's another stooge who's going to be running for president. Of course, we're talking about Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. And now we have a report that Florida public school closures are spreading and enrollment is plunging under his leadership. The Pensacola News Journal reports that these closures are being fueled by declining birth rates, people leaving Florida because of the high cost of living, and dollars in students going to private and charter schools. And those are usually religious, right-wing evangelical schools that just teach the Bible. They don't actually teach things like science and history. So that's where the tax money is going. And that's not by accident. Republicans have wanted to defund public schools for decades. So this is not by accident. This is by design. They've never hid it. They've always been very open about it. Alrighty, that's all the stories we have for you today. Now, some people have been asking me about these posters that are behind me. These are actually TV shows that I've written for Cat Dog on Nickelodeon, Rocket Power on Nickelodeon, King of the Hill, Beavis and Butthead on MTV. That was my first show. Celebrity Deathmatch on MTV. And Joe Sixpack is actually a podcast that we do, and it's a comedy podcast. It's a parody. We completely mock the MAGA people. It's like King of the Hill meets MAGA. So it's very funny. I'm going to include a link to Joe Sixpack right below this video. We're also going to put links to all the stories that we did in this video right below the video. And that's because we back up our claims with facts. Joe Rogan doesn't, Tim Pool doesn't, Benny Johnson doesn't, none of the right-wing podcasters do. All they do is just sit behind a microphone, lie, and cash a check. Alrighty, be sure to like and subscribe, or hate us and subscribe, or if you hate me, please subscribe. Just subscribe. And that's all the stories we have for today. We'll be back soon with more news stories. Thanks.